If you're managing or building multiple client websites, you're going to want to back those sites up without it taking a whole heap of time from you. Because even if a backup can be done in 60 seconds, that's 60 seconds for every single website that you're managing. And say you're managing 5, 10, 15 sites, that's a lot of time, especially if you're doing it daily or weekly. So how do we get around that, save you time, and make sure that everything is backed up and secure? It's actually incredibly simple. I'm going to show you how to do it now. Okay, multiple website backups. That means that you want this to happen without you having to do anything, because that's how you're going to save time and you don't have to skip between different websites to do things. So here we go. This is my website, fictional comic book store, because I like comic books, so why would I not make myself a fictional comic book store? So I've got that. Going to head back over to my WordPress admin dashboard, and here you can see that I have a plugin called Duplicator. This is the free version of Duplicator, and this is fine for your regular average backup. However, if you are managing and backing up multiple sites, this is not what you want to do. What we want to do is we're going to go across to plugins as we normally would to add a plugin. However, we are going to add in Duplicator Pro. So I'm just going to click on upload plugin just here, and then I'm going to grab my Duplicator profile and I'm going to drop it just here. Click on install now, wait a second, and then activate it. And the reason we're going to do this is because it's going to allow us to back up all of our websites basically with zero effort. We're going to set it up, we're going to forget about it, and every single backup for every single website that we are managing or creating is just going to happen. And we love that. There we go, it's installed, so I can now go ahead and click on activate. So you can see now in the sidebar, I have Duplicator Pro rather than Duplicator, and on my dashboard, I just have a notification to add my license key. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you do want to grab Duplicator Pro, which you absolutely should because it's going to make your life really easy, I'll leave some links down in the top pinned comment and description where you will be able to grab it. That is obviously where you're also going to get your license key from the Duplicator Pro website and using your account. I'm going to drop my license key into here, and then I will show you how to create your backups. Okay, we are now ready to go. This is the Duplicator backups page where we can, for example, create a brand new backup in seconds, quite literally seconds. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to create a backup in the next, let's say, minute, and it's very, very easy. I've basically already done it. There was about 3 clicks of the mouse there, and my backup is going to be ready as soon as this percentage has reached 100, of course. I'll tell you how long it takes. It'll tell me how long it takes, and then I'll show you how to create multiple automatic backups. There we go, less than 60 seconds, about 3 clicks of the mouse, and I have my backup just here, which is an exact replica of my entire website. So that was a full site backup in less than a minute, and I can restore my whole website from that particular backup. It's incredibly powerful. We also have over here this little burning house, which means we can set this for disaster recovery, which we will get into in a little bit. However, I promised you automatic backup, so let's make it happen. In the sidebar, we've got schedule backups. So let's go ahead and click on that, and we can create a schedule for backups. So we're going to go ahead and add new. I'm going to give this schedule a name. I'm going to call it weekly backup. And surprisingly enough, I'm going to back up my website weekly. The template there that I'm selecting is for default, which is a full site backup. Now with Duplicator Pro, you can select individual elements that you want to back up. Say you only want to back up media, or there's certain elements that you want to back up, not the whole site. You can absolutely do that. We're going to do a full site backup today. And then down here, I have the repeats option. So I can set this to backup hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. So we're going to go with weekly, and we're going to get to backup on a Monday and select a start time. Now, for these automatic backups, you do need traffic through the website. You cannot just set it up and have it run at a specific time. There needs to be at least a visitor that goes through the website in order to trigger the backup to start. So set the backup for a time where that is likely to happen. There you go, nice and easy. There we go, we're going to enable that schedule there. Just make sure that that little box has the check mark in it, and then save the schedule. That's it, schedule saved. I can now go to my schedules, and I can see that I now have a weekly backup set, when it's due to run next, when it ran last, and if it's active. It's really that simple. Now I can set that for a weekly backup, but what I can also do is I can go ahead and I can run that right now. So run the schedule, and I am going to create a backup that easily. And this will now run every single Monday at the time we selected. And all you need to do is go ahead and set that up on your website, on your multiple websites, and it will automatically generate you backups without you having to do anything. And I mentioned earlier about obviously doing this across multiple sites. Using Duplicator Pro, you can do this across 20 different sites. So this means that you don't have to worry about it, just set it up and away you go, basically. Super, super easy. Now, if you remember in a second ago, I spoke to you about this. So this is our backup that's just run. And I've got this option here, the disaster recovery option. I can click on this and create a disaster recovery point. Could be incredibly useful. And if you want to check out how to do that, just click on this video right here.